man, this thing is a disaster. Hey folks, Wargold here. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, whichever it may be. And we are back with Satisfactory. Now, the last time I said I was going to run a kind of like a little walkway with a bunch of power plants out here by the coal. We're still going to go ahead and do that. Also, one of the things I'd like to work for today is the actual gun and not the rebar gun. The rebar gun is nice and all, but oh, hey, there we go. Apparently I didn't pick that up last time. Where was it? I think it was under sulfur. Yep, so we need to figure out how to make circuit boards and heavy modular frames. And we do not have the ability to create those just yet. And checking with our space elevator here, it doesn't really give us any indication that this is how you make them either. And the things that are required to make the versatile frameworks, the automated wiring, and the smart plating here, we're going to have to get the ball rolling on those too, because this will unlock future levels of the space elevator. I mean, obviously. And it'll allow us to make a mess much faster and much quicker. So let's go ahead and get to it. And as you can see, we have the startings of my initial idea of putting power plants and then water, so we have a lot more power plants. I didn't count on the power plant actually being so big. It's actually 3 blocks, so no big deal. I just got to get some more concrete, widen out my path a little bit, and we can probably set in a couple more columns of power plants here. We'll just have to see how it goes. 3 batteries and plenty of resources coming into this thing, and it's still only making 5 a minute. Unreal. Well, shit. And one to grow on, you filthy animal.
The mycelia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Well, I guess it's always good to die a few times here and there. You never know what you're going to find. Apparently this fungus, before I eat it, causes voices in my head. Boy, there sure is a lot of it. Oh, I'm dead. Now, the object here now is, since the whole plants take up 3 blocks, this will be the runway down the middle for the water and the coal feeds. And I'll have another bank of them over there. So hopefully we'll have all those on the beach and, I don't know, a whole bunch more here. Now, one thing I plan on doing that I've learned from Dyson Sphere is I'm going to build a buffer into the system where we shouldn't run out of water or coal. So I'm kind of hoping that works. Oh man, this thing's going to look awesome when it's done. We'll get this thing fed with coal, and then piping it is going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm thinking maybe another pump over here to kind of help alleviate some of the stress on the system, but we'll see how everything goes once we get the coal going in. Hopefully this will feed this monster. Well, we've got coal down here at the end of this system, but it's only single pieces, and it looks like a majority of it is filling up the first few machines. No big deal. We still got this other node over here that we definitely need to get the explosives to open up, and I think I will use that one as a dedicated feed for all of this. So now let's go ahead and hook up the water supply here, and we'll get started. Yeah, this is before I connected just one bank. Now, once we go back over there and hook up that power bank, that will technically be the end of over there for a while. And I might as well try to hook up the tube system going over there, so if we do have to go back over there for any reason, it'll be a little bit easier, I guess. Whee! All right, it looks like we've got water all the way to the back. It looks like we've got coal piled up, so the machines are not starving, so we may not need that other node after all. So let's just go ahead and run the power system down the other side here and connect it to the main system and see what kind of juice we're working with. I don't think we're going to be running an energy deficit anytime soon. So let's head back over here and start working on our space elevator. This thing is almost full, so that is a good buffer for the system. And that means that our system is actually running efficiently, which is fairly scary for me. All right, these are going to require one advanced plate and one rotor. So we're going to need an assembler for those. All right, yeah, these are putting out rotors. These are the advanced plates. One every 30 seconds. That is kind of bad. So we'll have to find us some more slugs here soon. All right, and now we've got that system connected to it. Now these require the I-beams and the reinforced frames, or just the frames, excuse me. Now let's go ahead and just change this one's recipe to the versatile framework, and we'll route in the I-beams. Let's just go ahead and put us a merger here, because I have a feeling I was going to have to do that anyway. Just because it'd be stupid to try to just switch tracks every so often. Now, where are we at? Now, this one is going to require, I think that's the motors and then wire. This requires pipes and copper wire, which we have an abundance of. And so now we have an influx of pipes coming in, so that will definitely be for stators. Let's just go ahead and plug in a beltway here. And there's a power line. There's a power line. Now we have power. We have pipes rolling in. We have wire rolling in. We got to put a buffer in. I don't know, I may not be able to get one in with it this close, but we can reroute track and just make it look hideous. We're good at that. And hideous it is. And there it is, automated wiring. Let's go ahead and find us a power. There we go. And then we take our giant storage here and create a buffer. And there we go. Hopefully we will have the next level of spaceport unlocked pretty soon, or space elevator rather. We've got 140 of those. These are racking up pretty quick. Well, I say quick. but we definitely need some slugs. But let's go take a look at the gun now and see what we need, because we've got all three of those pumping into there, and there's really nothing we can do at the moment. Object scanners, we need 5 of these, and it requires 3 beacons and 50 screws, but pretty sure we can manage to get these churned out real quick. Probably would be a good idea to start using the beacons, because you can mark areas of interest, as it says here. I've known that, and I just haven't done it yet. And we'll have that in about 3 minutes. What to do for 3 minutes? I guess just go watch stuff? Ooh, 1 to 20. At least that's 1 to 1. These things are expensive. Although, I guess what we could be doing in the meantime is going ahead and creating explosives, which is pipes and gunpowder. Hey, look at that. Go ahead and expand our tool belt out. It's kind of rare that I have everything I need for a level. And we have explosives. I love it when something's unnecessarily clunky. And I do believe this rock right here is breakable. At least that's what the cracks right here would have me believe. And let's just get back, because I do not have a great track record with this sort of thing. Ba-ba-boom! Hey, more bacon. Ooh, lots of bacon. I gotta figure out what those things do. So now we can blow that node up over by the power processing. And I do believe there's an iron node, so we can create a smelting facility, or not a smelting facility, but a processing facility, and just port all that back over to here, and then have a dedicated beam and pipe production system from that. So that should be interesting, and hopefully we'll find some slugs along the way. So the only thing left in the sulfur tree is the gun and the cartridges. Not bad. And this really does make things a lot quicker. Alright, there is the coal. I feel like there was still something over here to blow up. I can use explosives to clear vegetation. That's kind of awesome. Oh, y'all are in for a world of hurt now. Mechanized, inefficient beauty. Now, can I blow this stuff up? No, I cannot. Now the question is can I blow these things up? Oh yeah. Let the flower culling begin.
One eternity later.
Now, I don't normally do this, but I left this thing running overnight just because, well, I kind of went into a coma. And fun fact, I have sleep issues. I don't necessarily sleep, I have comas. So everything should be good and backed up for the most part. Oh yeah, we got a very significant backup here. And this should be ready to go. All right. Oh, so many updates. Well, we get the tier 5. And this right here seems like what we need, because we need circuit boards. So we'll probably be going for that, but we have the extractor, refineries, plastics, the whole 9 on there. Here we have computer truck, so that might be interesting to get around on. And alternative fluid transport, so I guess this is like oil and stuff like that. We can process it and ship it out to wherever we need to. Yeah, right here. And this will help us get past a few areas that I know that have some, well, you know, poisonous gas. And then level 6 is just full of all kinds of stuff. The new conveyor belts, jetpacks, monorail, pipelines. Oh yeah, we're fixing to make an even bigger mess than we already have. And I'm totally cool with that. But let's go ahead and select this one and get started. Oh my god, I must have been tired. Alright, and that will give us the next level. And that will give us oil processing, the circuit boards, everything. So we are one step closer to the gun. Well, it appears that these are quite a distance away, and they all require a lot of parts. Alright, I do believe we are ready to set off to find oil, so let's head this way. So I thought there was a big nasty around here. Yeah, eat steel. And we still have to power this. Sometimes the only way forward is backwards. Out of the ground came a bubbling crude. I really don't know where this is all going. Hopefully it's dumping out the end of the pipe somewhere. But on to the next task, which is retrieving our stuff. And now that we got a much more clear route, I can probably go ahead and sadly undo our mess here. Well, I've got a couple resources I can spend, especially for more extractors here, because there is some more oil nodes down here. Yep, right there. I pretty much got everything that I really need off of my dead-ass body up there. And if not, we can always come back. However, we have all this lovely oil we can now port back to our base and do whatever with. Namely, the circuit boards, so we can make the gun and basically bring the hurt. Yeah, there's not any oil in the pipe, so we're definitely going to have to start putting pumps along the lines, but first things first, let's just go ahead and get the lines actually run. Inefficiency is the name of the game. I do believe this little area right here shall be our oil exploitation. And this refinery is massive. Petroleum coke, residual plastics, rubbers, residual rubbers. Let's go take a look and see what our circuit board needs. So this just needs plastics. All right, we can do plastics. Yeah, we got plenty of pumps. Soon, my precious, soon. No oil here yet. Oh, that was close. Oh, hey, it's pumping. That is a lot of oil. Looks like everything's flowing nicely. Let's just get back to base, and hopefully we have enough oil flow to do something there, but we'll also put a couple of buffers into the thing, like the little storage tanks and such, so we can really exploit this stuff. But coming over here, there's a few more oil nodes, like I think in the spider base there's one. I say spider base, it's a cave full of freaking spiders, and I think there's like 2 more oil nodes in there. Then we should be good over here, and we shouldn't have to come back to this area. We just gotta watch which way the pumps are turned. Okay, so this thing has been making plastics, and let's just store those for right now, because I need to put a buffer system in here for all of our oil, and I think I need frames. Yep, modular frames. Luckily we have a buttload of those. Now we should have a big enough buffer system, at least for the moment, that we can drop another refinery down and start making other things. But we are cranking out plastics pretty quick, and I will probably go ahead and put a slug battery on this thing as well. Speaking of, let's go ahead and go make those. Fuel and petroleum coke. So I guess I'm going to need a foundry downrange here in order to process all of that. I was wondering why my machine was stopping up. Why isn't it working? Oh gee, I don't know. Could it be because I need power? No, couldn't possibly need power. You have so much of it that everything just magically connects. Alright, so we're making plastics. This should be making petroleum coke. Not the other stuff. You know, the bad stuff. Now I'm going to assume that it's a solid. I have no idea why I would ever need something like this, but we have it anyway. Alright, so we've got making plastics, making coke byproduct. Now we need another one creating rubber. And then we'll just pump the rubber one into the coke processor here and be good. Now I have no idea what any of this is, but let's just go ahead and make us a refinery here for the fuel then, even though I have no idea what it does. But I have a feeling that a recipe down the line may use it. I think I may have misunderstood this here. So it gives off fuel resin as a byproduct, and this is fuel. So I guess I need something to barrel it? Well, I don't have a barrel recipe yet. I bet it's a milestone that I haven't unlocked yet. Let's go check that. Derp-a-derp-a-der. Oh yeah, I got all this stuff laying around. Gee, I wonder where I'm going to find some screws. And there's our motors. There's our plastics. All right. Which facility makes this? All right, this makes empty canisters, and it uses plastics, which we can load in from one of these, I believe. Or so we can make the canisters. Go ahead and start storing it, because again, I'm pretty sure we're going to need it some point down the road. I'm a special kind of stupid. We need the packager. I was looking all around trying to figure out how to do this. Oh no, I need empty canisters. So technically I was right. And the constructor here, I believe, is what makes them. Go into there, and this should be dispensing them. So that is making fuel. Now, what we really need are circuit boards. So circuit boards require plastic and copper. Alright, assembler, plastic. So my genius plan to split the belt at the copper production, well, that sort of just fell apart. But we do have enough here to drop us in another smelter, a splitter, a buffer, and finally our track right into here. So now let's get busy on the circuit boards. All right, attempt number 3. Constructor, set the copper sheet. Ran into this to make the circuit boards, which will in turn go into a storage for the time being until I can clean a lot of these processes up, which I probably won't because we are a virus and we are pretty much just infecting the planet as we see fit. It's producing them at a fairly decent rate. Now, how many did the gun need? Only 100. It needs 5 of those frames and some pipes, but we have all that just kind of laying around to make. So the only thing we need to do is just wait for the 100 circuit boards and we shall be good. Oh my God, so much to get to this point. 3 minutes I can wait. So we need 200 rubber, 200 pipes, and 200 black powder. We have all that. It's like a kid waiting on Christmas. And we have completely researched the sulfur tree. Now let's definitely make a nuisance of ourselves. Oh, what the hell? Why do I not have any power? Jeez. Okay, something happened here. Oh yeah. Big and beefy. Oh. There's a big meaty reload. Yeah, well, I guess that does nothing. Now this, though, is what we're pretty much going to have to aim for. The gas mask is nice and all. The manufacturer here lets you plug in 4 things to make one, and we're getting into the point where it's taking 4 different items to make one different recipe. 1,000 cable, 100 motors. I think we should have that sitting around. All right, we got the 200 rubber. We got our motors. We just need cable now. All right. Now, does this thing kill these? No, it does not. Well, that thing burns through ammo a lot quicker than I would like. Hey, it looks like there's something to blow up there. So let's Fortnite our way up here. Yeah, it looks pretty tame from up here. Except you can't really see what's over on the other side of that arch. This was actually supposed to be all organized. And then we started feeding that thing, and then it just got rough. Well, we have a water source here, and this certainly looks big enough. And we can hide some of our mess under us. I think we just found our new factory. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. And this feels like a pretty good stopping point for the time being. And we accomplished a lot, but there's still a lot to go. Like, to get to this point, I believe the recording is somewhere around 10 hours. It's like the first few tiers of everything just kind of flew by, and then it just turned into a pretty much straight up wall trying to get to everything. Something's up over there. We have our tube system set up, so travel is a little less tedious now. Oh, poop. Yeah, something's wrong. Everything has coal, but not everything has water. And it wouldn't be something as simple as water. I don't understand how it could be a water problem. But we'll get that fixed eventually. But for right now, that's going to be the end of this episode. Finally, it's about 10 hours long that I've got to go through. and chop it down to 30 minutes. It shouldn't be too hard because it was just a grind to get to a lot of this stuff, because some of the resources are real valuable and very rare to get. We had to get explosives, we had to get the gun, we had to pretty much get everything, and we've still only got 2 tiers to go on this thing to unlock. So that should be fun to do. We've started our new facilities. We're going to somewhat clean it up. We're just basically moving from one mess to make another, like the viruses that we are. But I thank you for watching. Remember, it's up to you to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, all that good stuff. Again, I thank you for watching. Have a good one.